24th, 2020. My name is Elaine Humphreys, and I am today's special magistrate. I would like to explain the process today. Everybody here will have a chance and an opportunity to tell me what is going on with their side of things. First, the code enforcement officer will present his testimony, and then the property owner or their designee will be able and given an opportunity to tell me what they want to say. After that, I'll consider all of the evidence and make a ruling. Everyone who is going to be giving testimony today will need to be sworn in, so I'd like to do that right now. So if everybody could stand up who is going to give evidence today and raise their right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Yes. Thank you. Please have a seat.
Okay. First case number 11-1401 Village Boulevard 321 CE 200100054, number 11.
Good morning, Officer Levine, City of West Palm Beach Code. This property was cited for failure to obtain a rental license and certificate of use. The property was posted on 2/28/2020. Certified mail was returned. On yesterday, we received an application for the license. So the city is requesting 30 days to come into compliance at $200 a day thereafter.
Okay. And you are?
My name is Alejandro Vendayan. I represent Santiago's LLC, the property owner. I received notification on Monday night about the violation, and Tuesday I requested the application. As I contacted the city, and they told me, what was the procedure. It was sent already. The officer told me on the phone that it may take a couple of days for the city to reply, and that's where we are. Not to say that not knowing the law is an excuse, but the property is in a condominium that's very strict, and this was the first. They never notified us that we were required to have this business license, even though they did ask us every year for copies of leases, insurance on the property, and so forth. So the purchaser of the unit years ago, it's a corporation, it's an LLC. Owners are out of the country. I'm out of Miami, and I just we are trying to comply with whatever is necessary.
Okay. Do you have anything else to say?
Yes, I would like to add that the respondent said that property management did not notify them. I've been working in this community for probably about the last 6 to 7 months because there's a lot of units inside there, and the property management did send out notifications to all of the property owners, because a lot of property owners were coming in to get their licenses without getting a violation. So to come here and say that they would not notify, I don't believe that to be true, because a lot of people were coming in knowing that I was working inside there to obtain their license without getting a violation from the city.
And how did you achieve notice?
Notice posting, certified mail was returned.
The certified mail was returned,
Yes.
and you also posted?
And according to the property appraiser's website, the mailing address that they have for this particular property is this property. So if the property owner lives elsewhere, and like I informed the gentleman yesterday, that they need to go to the property appraisers and change that information so it could go to the proper mailing address.
Okay, and how many days were you giving him?
30 days to come into compliance, or $200 a day thereafter.
Do you have anything else?
No.
Okay, I find that there was proper notice by certified mail and posting that's in the file, and I do find that there is sufficient evidence for the violations cited. The respondent will be given 30 days to come into compliance, or a fine of $200 a day will be imposed thereafter until you have complied with the code ordinance.
Okay.
Sir.
And we have an order for you here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next case, number 15, 1021 Selkirk Street A, CE 200100178, number 15, 1021 Selkirk.
And your name is?
Good morning.
And your name is? And you are?
I'm Andrew Hansen, the owner of the property at 1021 Selkirk.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to let the code enforcement officer talk first, and then we'll come back to you.
Richard Pazmino, Code Enforcement Officer for the City of West Palm Beach. This property was cited on January 10th, 2020. Certified mail was sent January 13th, 2020. And I hand-delivered notice of hearing, notice of violation, February 6th, 2020. This property was cited for 105.1, failure to secure building permit for the temporary barrier fence on the front property line, and restriction upon land use. I have been in discussion with the property owner, Andrew Hansen, and met with him at the property, spoke regarding the violations and how to come into compliance. The property owner has concern that about the draining issues on the street and sidewalk as shown in the pictures, and people parking on this property, dirting his property in the driveway. The owner has been in contact with the proper departments regarding the street and draining and sidewalk. The city's recommending 60 additional days for the property to come into compliance, and that would be either to remove the temporary fence or apply for a permit to get a proper fence. And if the property does not come into compliance, the city's asking for a $100 a day fine.
And I know you work in a different department, but do you have any idea of what the schedule is for the road construction works?
I've spoke to one department that he reached out to. He gave me the phone number, and they couldn't give me a time frame either.
Right.
He has more information.
Okay. Mr.
May I
Hanson?
bring these up?
Yes, you may.
This is a picture starting on January the 15th.
Sir, if you could drop them here and then go back to the microphone so we can catch that. Okay.
January the 15th, I took the first. The city came out and installed a sidewalk in front of the property. Apparently, it's too low. If you looked at the photographs, you can see that it's all underwater. The street is underwater, the sidewalk is underwater, okay? In the process, I have talked to as many different departments as I could find. I started out with Jim Brown in some department who said, go to Timothy Brown in Stormwater, who sent me to Roberto Tresias, which is in Public Works. I called him about 3 weeks ago. I called him. He said, we're having a meeting out there at Selkirk at 11:30. I go out there at 11:30. Nobody's there. I called him the next day. He said the meeting got canceled. We didn't do it. So I called him again, and he said, we can't figure out who authorized the sidewalk to be built. He talked to some other department. They said they didn't have any record of it. So I don't know what's happening. But as you can see, looking at the photographs, the place has been underwater since I took the first photograph continually until yesterday is the last photograph I took. And you can see it's still underwater, the whole driveway. And so probably the guy to talk to is Roberto Trezaz at 822-2090. I tried to call him this morning, but I had to leave before he got into work. So what I would like to do, first of all, I complain the fact that it's unhealthy having water standing. It's unsafe to have the sidewalk covered with water. And obviously it's unsightly, just like my temporary fence is. Either fix the problem, or at least let the city come out and put some temporary fencing across the driveway to keep people from driving in.
Okay, is anybody residing at this location? Is anyone living
No, it's
there?
vacant right now. It's being refurbished so we can put it on the market. I can't really put it on the market with water standing in front of it.
That was for the fence. He's using it for.
So I recommend we fine the city $100 a day until they get it fixed.
An interesting notion, but I don't think I have the authority to do that, unfortunately, today. Mr.
I would
Pasmino,
I would like to either get an extension to leave it as is, or gear it to the fact that as soon as the city fixes the problem, the fence will come down. I just don't want everybody driving in. I already had a big truck drive in a few years ago and broke the pavement, and I had to have it repaved. I had children that broke one of the windows, bent up the air vent in the house, so that's why I put the temporary fence up. It's strictly temporary. It's not going to stay there. But if I take it down, people will be driving through the mud into the driveway, and I just like to get it fixed. I don't know, maybe you can find out who authorized them to come in and put a sidewalk in below sea level. You know, the water, if you look at the photographs, you can see the sidewalk's been underwater since the 15th of January.
okay, let me turn to the code officer. Is there anything you would like to add?
I have been in discussion with him, and I know he has been doing his part, and it has been underwater since I've been by the property and sighted it. If he needs an extension, the city has no problem.
And is there an extension process that Mr. Hanson can use?
Just an extended order to either remove the temporary fence or apply for a permit to get a proper fence for the use that he requires.
And let me be clear, is it to make the permit application if he chooses to get a permanent fence?
Yeah, to apply and obtain and get the proper inspections.
And Mr. Hanson, is this the only access to the property?
Yeah.
Is this the only
Correct.
access point to the
That's
property?
correct.
It is the property's driveway.
That is.
And Code Enforcement Officer, has Mr. Hanson discussed any other options other than the fence with you to help resolve his issues with people pulling into the driveway that are basically trespassers?
I mean, he's using it for a fence. Applying and obtaining a fence would solve his issue.
All right.
What I'd like to do, if you could tie it to the city getting the property fixed, that would be nice. Of course, nobody can guess that number, can they? Either that or give me 180 days, and by then they should have it done. As soon as they get it fixed, the fence comes down. I'm paying $28 a month for storm water. I don't think I'm getting my money's worth.
Well, thank you for that, Mr. Hanson. What I'm going to do is I am going to find that there has been proper notice that's in the file, and it was by certified mail and
Yes.
posting?
Yes, hand delivered.
Hand delivery, yes, so by certified mail that was returned and hand delivery, so you had notice of this hearing and the violations. I am going to find that there were violations of sections 105.1 and 94-6 of the code, and order that the property owner has 60 days to bring the property into compliance, or a fine of $100 a day will be imposed. But I will also remind Mr. Hanson that apparently there is a process that if you're getting near the 60-day time period and you feel that you need and would like an extension of time before those fines are imposed, contact your code enforcement officer and go through that process.
I'm not the one that's holding it up.
Special Magistrate, may I interrupt?
Yes,
In lieu of having him have to come back for an extension request, would you consider giving him more time at the outset so that we don't run into a deadline and then he has to come back? It's just trying to save him inconvenience. I don't know if you would consider that.
thank you, City Attorney. Does the city have a proposal?
Mr. Pasmino, what would you?
He asked for 180 days. I mean, it's kind of excessive, but I don't know. 90 days?
90 or 120, maybe?
Let me split the difference. I'll do 120. So, Mr. Hanson, the city has listened to what you had to say today. They are willing to agree to giving you 120 days in which to bring the property into compliance. And if you have not brought the property into compliance after 120 days, then a fine of $100 a day will be imposed until you achieve compliance.
How much you're going to impose on the city if they don't get it fixed?
I'm not posing anything on the city because that's beyond my jurisdiction. But I know,
It sounds like a one-way street to me.
I hope it's a two-way street for right now.
Personally, I hope it's fixed sooner than that. I would love to go over there today and find that they have fixed the problem and the fence comes down and everybody goes away happy.
I would hope so
Unfortunately,
too.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, there's a lot of construction going along in West Palm Beach, and I think we'll all be glad when all the construction projects are completed and we have some better roads.
I hope so.
Thank you.
Case number 2010 Normandy Circle, CE 19110097. Number 29, 2010 Normandy Circle.
Good morning, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance Officer Paul McFarland. On January 6th, the property at 2010 Normandy Circle was cited for repair of roof and exterior repairs required. Property was posted February 11th, 2020. Certified mail was sent January 27th, 2020. Certified mail was returned February 21st, 2011. However, I have been in contact with the property owner's grandson. The property does remain out of compliance. Nothing has taken place to repair the roof or the screened enclosure in the rear of the property. With that being said, city's requesting 120 days to repair the roof and the exterior enclosure, or $50 a day until compliance is achieved.
Okay. And you are?
Darren Wingate in representation of Lula Blunson.
And Mr. Wingate, how are you related to the property owner?
I'm a grandson.
Okay. And what would you like to tell me today?
We're in, I spoke to Mr. Paul, and we're in dispute with the insurance company right now. We have multiple complaints as far as with the city and our HOA as well. And we're in a dispute now with the insurance company because we have things that need to be done to the roof as well that needs to be addressed, and they're trying to exclude it from our policy. So that's why we may have to go to court to get that handled. But as of right now, my grandmother's not in a position right now to cough up like $50,000 to fix her whole roof to be in compliance, and that's just unrealistic. She's 86.
She's how old?
86 years old. She's has vertigo and she has a lot of illness, and that's where we're at right now with that.
And is she living this? Is this her residence? Is she
Yeah,
living
she's
here?
living in there, yes.
Okay.
So I don't know if 120 days or, more would be suffice for us until we come up with an agreement with the insurance company that we're paying for. But I spoke to Mr. Paul, and he let me know if anything changed to give him a call, and nothing hasn't changed at the moment. But we're kind of at the finish line with the insurance company, and we're just waiting to come to an agreement with appraisal with insurance.
Okay. Do you have anything to add?
No, ma'am.
Would the property owner be eligible to come back for an extension if they have not been able to resolve their insurance issues?
Well, basically, this is the extension process. So if 120 days is not enough, he needs to ask for more.
So basically, 120 days is 4 months.
Yeah, I mean, I can ask for what, I can ask for 365, but yeah, what would be?
Let's be reasonable here.
Yeah, like
You said you're near the finish line with your negotiations
Yeah.
with the insurance company. So,
I think 120 days is okay. You know, if there need be anything else, I would definitely have to come back and address it. I don't know how that process will work, but that's where we stand right now. You know, I have to take over her finances and all her other properties, and we're not in position right now to fix a $50,000 roof. The whole roof has to be replaced.
okay. Anything else from the city?
No, that's it.
Okay, I am going to find that proper notice has been provided to the property owner. In the file, there is certified mail that has been returned and the property was posted. I find that there are violations specifically of Code Section 18-103B and 18-105B. The property owner shall have 120 days to bring the property into compliance. Otherwise, a fine of $50 a day will be imposed until the property is in compliance.
Thank you.
Next case, number 43-634 37th Street, CE 2002085, number 43-634 37th Street.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Sir, your name for the record is?
Oh, my name is Larry Durgo. I'm the father of the owner, Sergeant Landon James Durgo.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Durgo. We're going to let the code enforcement officer present his case first, and then I'll come back to you to let me know whatever you want to tell us.
Good morning. Christopher Thompson, City of West Palm Code Compliance. Property at 634 37th Street was cited on 2/11/2020. Notice of violation was posted at City Hall on 2/11/2020. Certified mail was sent on 2/13/2020. Property was cited for exterior paint, pressure cleaning. Exterior paint or pressure cleaning. The alleyway needed to be cleaned as well, and there was excessive overgrowth. As of yesterday, I have not made any contact with the homeowner. Wasn't even aware you were here today. City is requesting additional 30 days to come into compliance, or $100 a day until compliance is achieved.
Mr. Durgo, what would you like to tell us today?
The property is owned by my son, who's on active duty at this time. He's going to make a career out of it. This is his 10th year in the Army.
Is he out of town at this point?
Yes, he is. And in fact, he has, since the purchase of that property, has never been able to reside in it in the last decade. It was purchased with the intent to provide a home for me as I undergo palliative care at West Palm Beach, VA. I have mowed. I think if Mr. Thompson, when he re-inspected that we're down to the cleanup to the center of the row and the painting that needs to be done. Mr. Thompson?
The excessive overgrowth, there's still a lot of stuff that needs to be addressed out there. The excessive overgrowth, like you said, the paint or pressure cleaning needs to be
Right.
addressed as well.
But you didn't see an improvement in the front on excessive?
As of yesterday, no, sir.
Huh. All
So,
right.
Mr. Durga, you're telling me
I-
that you're working on it.
Yes, I am working on it. I'm very, very limited. I'm undergoing palliative care. I have one eye that functions. I'm deaf without hearing aids. I take daily thyroid meds, trying to maintain anything other than a sloth attitude. I mean, I really, most days, what I want to do is wake up, have a cup of coffee, get back in bed, and pull the covers back over my head. I usually, I'm able to do slightly better than that. If I have a little more time, I will come into compliance.
How much time do you think you need?
Say again?
How much time do you think you need?
What would your guess be, Mr. Thompson?
I can't say how, I said, I was asking for 30 days, but what
If
exactly?
I could have
do
60,
you-
I can comply with that.
Mr. Thompson, what is your response to that? Would the
That's
city
fine.
be okay with
That's
60
fine.
days?
Yes.
Okay. All
Thank
right.
you much.
So sit tight. What I will do is, for the order, I will find that proper notice was provided to the property owner, and the evidence is in the file of certified mail and posting, that the property is in violation of several code sections. Specifically, the violations are 74-4C5, Section 16106B, and 18106B, and Section 18106G. The property owner has 60 days to bring the property into compliance, or a fine of $100 a day will be imposed until compliance is achieved.
Mr. Durgo? Next case, number 314431, Embarcadero Drive, CE 2001028, number 31.
They need the address again.
4431 Embarcadero Drive.
Yeah, I know it's tricky.
Okay, let's make sure we're all on the same page. We're on item 31, case number CE 2000-10298 with the location of 4431 Embarcadero Drive.
Yes,
Perfect.
correct. Thank you. Good morning. The City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance Officer Paul McFarland. On January 16th, the property at 4431 Embarcadero Drive was cited for exterior paint, clean and sanitary, excessive growth, litter and trash and debris, landscape maintenance, commercial enclosure, outdoor storage screening, landscape maintenance, prohibited trees, and parking lot repair and restriping.
And what is the code section for that?
For which one?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, skipped it.
Thank you. I was just looking for it on the agenda.
Yeah. Property was posted February 10th. Certified mail was sent January 17th. certified mail was received January 21st. I've been in contact with the property manager. She's basically come into compliance with just about everything. City's requesting 30 days to go out and re-inspect, just to confirm that everything has been taken care of. If things are not taken care of within that 30 days, city's requesting $100 a day per day until compliance is achieved.
So let me clarify that what you're testifying to is that it is your understanding that all the violations have been complied, but you still need time to re-inspect the property to confirm
To confirm.
that.
This is per the property manager, so I need to put my eyeballs on it.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. McFarland. And you are?
Good morning, I'm Alexandra Infante, property manager.
And your last name is again one more time?
Infante.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Infante. What would you like to tell us today?
No, well, we're good, I comply with everything. We did the whole parking lot, we did the landscaping, we pressure washed and painted the building, and everything, it's good. I haven't been at the property, so I'm gonna go there after the hearing. And then I want him to go too, just to make sure everything is good. So that's why we asked for 30 days, just in case he sees something that it wasn't done, so I have some time to do it.
Okay, just be sure you go ahead and schedule that appointment as soon as possible.
Yes.
All right. What I will do is I will find that there has been proper notice of the violations in the hearing. The file contains evidence of both posting and certified mail. As of the testimony today and what the city's actual knowledge is that there are violations at the city that they have not been able to confirm have come into compliance. So I will find that the violations do exist and that the property owner has 30 days to bring the property into compliance, or a fine of $100 a day will be imposed until you achieve compliance.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, that's all we have for contested matters at this time. Next case number 1265 Edmore Road, CE 20010473.
Good morning, John Frosco, West Palm Beach Code Chronic Nuisance Division. The property was cited and declared a chronic nuisance on January 27th of 2020. The property was posted that day and certified mail was sent out. They had 15 days to supply an action plan to curtail that nuisance activity. They did not. Have had no contact at that point with the owner or any agent of. On February 14th of 2020, certified mail was noticed for notice of hearing, notice of violation, and the property was posted. They have had no contact since then. Currently, magistrate, the property is still a filthy, unsanitary mess, and I'm being nice about it. The city would request that the magistrate formally declare this a chronic nuisance, enter a service order allowing us to abate services, cutting and cleaning, board and securing, pool abatement, whatever is necessary that's not limited to.
So you're seeking the ability to enter the property to abate the nuisance, the chronic nuisances of cutting, clearing, boarding up if necessary, and debris removal?
And not limited to that, magistrate, because other things in an abandoned property could happen. So there's services that we standardly offer, but we don't want to limit it to that, to keep the property compliant.
Okay, I understand. Well, I will find that there is evidence in the file of proper notice, both by posting and certified mail. I find and uphold the declaration of chronic nuisance at this property, and I will enter a chronic nuisance service order that authorizes the city to enter the property and abate the nuisance violations, including but not limited to cutting overgrown vegetation, clearing, boarding, and the removal of trash and debris. I authorize the city to assess the cost of any abatements against the property, and also will provide that if there is a mortgagee of record, that a copy of the order be mailed to them, and to provide that there is a recording of the copy of this chronic nuisance service order recorded in the public records of Palm Beach County, and I further provide for the continuing jurisdiction over the chronic nuisance of the property.
Thank you very much.
Number 2 is complied, 1007 South Mangonia Circle, CE 200104449. Number 3, 1010 Charlotte Avenue, CE 200100041.
Morning. Michael Williams, Code Enforcement Officer, City of West Palm Beach. Property 1010 Charlotte Avenue was cited on 1/3/2020. Certified mail was sent on 1/6/2020. We do have a signed certified mail receipt on file. City Hall was posted on 1/6/2020. Property was cited for 18106B, excessive growth, 74-4-C-5, cleanup of the right-of-way, 78-1, obstruction of the public right-of-way, more specifically the sidewalk, 94-302-A-4, fence in disrepair. It was also cited for 94-315-B-1, outdoor storage, and 94-316-2-C-5, screening maintenance, and 94-485-B-1-E, paved, the parking area in disrepair. As of last evening, the following sections have complied: 74-4-C-5 and 78-1. The city's asking for code section 94-302-A-4 to be removed as the fencing is questionable. I found out that it may be the neighbor's fence that's in disrepair, and so I'd like to have that particular code removed. The city is requesting 30 days in order to comply, or a fine of $150 per day be imposed. There has been some effort to remedy some of the violations, but they still have a ways to go. And so for that reason, the city is requesting 30 additional days in order to comply, or a fine of $150 per day be imposed.
And do you believe it's achievable for the property owner to correct the remaining issues within the 30-day period?
In my view, yes.
Okay. There's no representative of the property owner here, so I find that there was evidence and sufficient notice by certified mail and posting in the file that I make a finding that there are a violation of the following code sections: 18-160B, 24-315B1, 94-316D2C5, and section 94-485B1E. That is correct?
Yes, that is
Okay.
correct.
I will also impose a fine. I will also give the property owner 30 days to bring the property into compliance, or a fine of $150 a day will be imposed until compliance is achieved.
Thank you.
Number 4, 528 Clematis Street, CE 200103991.
Michael Williams, Code Enforcement Officer, City of West Palm Beach. Property 528 Clematis Street was cited on 1/23/20. Certified mail was sent on 1/24/20. The certified mail was returned. City Hall was posted on 1/23/20. Property was cited for 18-105-B, rotted wood on the exterior of the structure, 18105E, front doors and windows in disrepair, 18105J, painting of the exterior, 18106A, trash and debris, and 74-4-C-5, cleanup of the public right-of-way. As of last evening, 18106A, is complied, and also 74-4-C-5 have not had any contact with the owner of the property. And there has been no effort whatsoever on behalf of the respondent to correct the violations. So the city would also like to give them 30 additional days in order to comply, or a fine of $150 per day be imposed.
Okay, and I wanted to clarify, so the cited violations of 18160A and 74-4C-5 have complied?
That those have been complied, and actually I think those were complied by a neighboring property, because I cited properties on both sides of this particular unit, and I think those were remedied by the neighboring properties.
So does the city need those violations to still be part of this case, or no?
No, they've been complied, and so we can just indicate that they are complied. Doesn't matter who they were complied by, as far as we're concerned. It was,
Okay.
They are complied.
All right, I will find that there is evidence in the file of proper notice by posting and certified mail. There is a violation at the property of code sections 18105B, 18105E, 18105J, and as of today, sections 18106A and section 74-4C-5 have come into compliance. The property owner shall have 30 days from the date of this order to bring the property into compliance. Otherwise, a fine of $150 a day will be imposed until compliance is achieved.
Thank you.
Number 5, 195 Dyer Road, CE 200100518.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Sonny Bin, City of West Palm Beach, Code Enforcement. This property was cited on January 29, 2020. The notice of violation was posted on February 6th. Certified mail was sent on January 29th. The property was cited for Code 105.1, failure to secure building permit. On October 31st, 2019, a permit was applied for installing vinyl siding. On November 6, 2019, the permit was denied. I have not made contact with the property owner. To date, the property is still in violation of Code 105.1. The city is requesting an additional 60 days to gain compliance, or $100 per day until compliance is achieved.
And were you able to determine from this building department's records why the permit had been denied?
Yes, they request additional documentation instead of replacing to repair. So the property owner wasn't able to pass the historic part of that, and that was in the notation.
All right, thank you.
For the permit. You're welcome.
Okay, I will find that there is evidence in the file of proper notice, both from certified mail and posting. I will also make a finding of the violation, which is section 105.1 of the city's code, and that the property owner shall have 60 days to bring the property into compliance, or a fine of $100 a day will be imposed until compliance is achieved.
Yes, thank you.
Number 6, 3731 Miller Avenue, CE 200100522.
Sonny Bin, City of West Palm Beach, Code Enforcement. This property was cited on January 29th. The notice of violation posted on February 6th. Certified mail was sent on January 29th. This property was cited for Code 18106K, 74-4C4, 94-302A4, and 9471C. I have made contact with the property owner. The property owner is in agreement with the city's requests. The property is in compliance for Code 18106K and 74-4C4. the property is still in violation of Code 94-302A4 and 94-71C. The city is requesting additional 30 days to gain compliance and $100 per day until compliance is achieved.
All right, I will find that there is evidence in the file that proper notice has been made by posting and certified mail, that there are violations of the property, specifically violations of sections 94-302A4 and 94-71C. Other violations that were cited have been brought into compliance, and those are sections 18106K and 74-4C4. The property owner shall have 30 days to bring the property into compliance, or a fine of $100 a day will be imposed until a compliance is achieved.
Thank you.
Number 744 New York Street, CE 200100007.
Don Williams, Code Enforcement. 744 New York Street was cited for 94442-E, which is sodding the swell area. Contact has been made with the owner of the property. I actually cited this property January 2nd, 2020. Certified mail sent out February 7th, 2020, and I posted the property on February 10th, 2020. I'm going to allow her additional 10 days to comply. She started the work, but she just hasn't finished it yet. So 10 days or $50 per day.
What was the suggested fine?
$50 a day.
$50 a day. Okay, I will find that there is evidence in the file of notice upon the property owner by both posting and certified mail. I also make a finding that there is a violation of City Code Ordinance 94-442E, and the property owner shall have 10 days to bring the property into compliance, or a fine of $50 a day will be imposed until compliance is achieved.
Number 8, 1814 Florida Ave, CE 200100008.
Don Williams, Code Enforcement, 1814 Florida Avenue, was cited for 94442-E, which is landscaping the swells. I actually cited this property on February 2nd, 2020. Certified mail sent out February 13th, 2020, and the property was posted February 27th, 2020. I'm asking an additional 10 days to comply, or $50 a day thereafter.
All right, I will make a finding that proper notice was made by the city, and evidence is in the file of both posting and certified mail, that the property is in violation of code section 94-442E, and that the property owner has 10 days to bring the property into compliance, or a fine of $50 a day will be imposed until the property owner brings the property into compliance.
Number 9, 431 Ardmore Road, CE 200100169.
Don Williams, Code Enforcement, 431 Ardmore Road, was cited on January the 10th, 2020. Certified mail sent out February 10th, 2020, and the property was actually posted February 27th, 2020. Cited for 78-6, which is the number standards, and as of yesterday, no numbers have been posted on the property. So I'm asking an additional 10 days to comply, or $50 a day.
And the property was posted with certified mail sent?
Yes, posted on February 27th, certified mail sent February the 10th, 2020.
All right. Thank you. I will find that there is evidence in the file of proper notice of the violations in the hearing by posting and certified mail. I also make a finding that there is a violation of City Code Ordinance Section 78-6, and that the property owner shall have 10 days to bring the property into compliance, or a fine of, was it $50?
$50 a day.
$50 a day shall be imposed until compliance is achieved.
Number 10, 922 Avon Road, CE 200200079.
Don Williams, Code Enforcement, 922 Avon Road, was cited on February 5th, 2020. Posted the property February the 7th, 2020, and actually certified mail sent out February the 8th, 2020. Contact was made with the property owner, and I actually spoke with the property owner about the height ranking of the tree. There are several pictures in there that tells you that December the 30th, I actually spoke with them at the property, and I came back on January the 7th, and they continued to cut, and then finally on February the 4th, you'll see the final picture, what the results was of that. So I'm asking a one-time fine of $250.
And for the tree is, do you know?
It may or may not come back, but
Yeah,
it'll be
that's what I was
years.
gonna
It'll be a
ask,
couple of years. So one-time fine of $250.
Okay. I will find that there's evidence in the file that the city achieved proper notice of the violation and the hearing that by posting and certified mail. I also make a finding that there is a violation of tree abuse and tree hat racking in violation of section 94-4462C. Since there is no ability at this time for the violation to be brought back into compliance, but time and nature, that there will be a one-time fine imposed of $250.
Thank you.
Yes.
Number 12, 1401 Village Boulevard. Number 911 CE 200100072.
Good morning, Officer Levine, City of West Palm Beach Code. This property was cited for failure to obtain a rental license and certificate of use. Certified mail was returned and the property was posted on 2/18/2020. There is no active application in the file and I've had no contact with the property owner. The occupancy of the property was verified by on-site management. The city is requesting 30 days to come into compliance or $200 a day thereafter.
Okay. So this is for case number CE 2001-0072, correct?
2020.
Yes. And that there was posting and certified mail?
Certified mail was returned. The property was posted on 2/18/2020.
And what are you requesting?
30 days to come into compliance or $200 a day thereafter.
It was 60 days?
30.
30, okay. All right, I will make a finding that there was proper notice of the hearing and the violation by posting and certified mail that is evidenced in the file. I also make a finding there is violations of sections 18-162A and 2232A, that the property owner has 30 days to bring the property into compliance, or a fine of $200 a day will be imposed until compliance is achieved.
Number 13, 1401 Village Boulevard, 1917 CE 200100085.
This property too was cited for failure to obtain a rental license and certificate of use. Certified mail was returned and the property was posted on 2/18/2020. There isn't an active application on file for a rental license and I've had no contact with the property owner. Occupancy of the unit was verified by on-site management. The city is requesting 30 days to come into compliance at $200 a day thereafter.
Okay. I make a finding that the city has properly noticed the violations and the hearing. There's evidence in the file of certified mail and posting. I also find that the property is in violation of the cited code sections and that the property owner has 30 days to bring the property into compliance, or a violation of $200 a day will be imposed until compliance is achieved.
Number 14, 1401 Village Boulevard, 2216 CE 200100087.
This property was cited for failure to obtain a rental license and certificate of use. Certified mail was returned and the property was posted on 2/18/2020. There isn't an active application on file for a rental license and I've had no contact with the property owner. Occupancy of the unit was verified by on-site management. The city is requesting 30 days to come into compliance or $200 a day thereafter.
All right. I find that there is proper notice in this case of both the hearing and the violations. that I make a finding of the violations of the city code sections 18162A and 2232A. The property owner has 30 days to bring the property into compliance, or a fine of $200 a day will be imposed until compliance is achieved.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Number 16, 1023 Hanson Street, CE 200100289.
Richard Pasmino, Code Enforcement Officer for the City of West Palm Beach. This property was cited on January 16th, 2020. Certified mail was sent January 20th, 2020. And the property was posted on February 6th, 2020. This property was cited for garbage can placement, screening of restricted vehicle, and for outside storage. As of yesterday, the only remaining violation is 94-487-B-5, screening of restricted vehicle. I have made contact with the property owner, Scott Morris. The owner discussed his interest in complying the violation by applying for a permit for the fence, which would screen the vehicle. The city's recommending 60 additional days for the property to come into compliance, or $100 day fine until compliance is achieved.
Okay, so the only outstanding violation is the 94-46B5, the screening of the restricted vehicles?
Correct.
I make a finding that there was proper notice, evidence in the file of both posting and certified mail. I also make a finding that there are violations of Code Section 94-487B5, and that the cited violations of 74-34A1J and 94-71C were properly cited but have been brought into compliance by the property owner. The property owner shall have 60 days to bring the property into compliance, or a fine of $100 a day will be imposed until compliance is achieved.
Number 17, 1010 Hanson Street, CE 200100395.
Richard Pasmino, Code Enforcement Officer, City of West Palm Beach. This property was cited on January 23rd of 2020. Certified mail was sent January 24th, 2020, and the property was posted February 6th, 2020. This property was cited for exterior paint, junk abandoned vehicle, and outdoor storage. As of yesterday, the property has complied the outdoor storage violation. The other two violations remain. I have made contact with the property owner, David Williams, discussed the violations and how to come into compliance. Due to work schedule and financial issues, the owner stated that he would need additional time. The last contact I made was early February, and since then, there's been no sign of progress. The city's recommending an additional 45 days for the property to come into compliance with the remaining two violations, or the city's asking for a $100 day fine until compliance is achieved.
Okay. I find that there was proper notice of the hearing and violations by certified mail and posting. I also find that there are violations of the city code in sections 18106G and 34102A. I also make a finding that section 9471C was properly cited, but there is evidence by the city that this issue has been brought into compliance. Therefore, for the remaining two violations that are continuing, the property owner has 45 days to bring the property into compliance, or a $100 a day fine will be imposed until compliance is achieved.
Number 18, 5401 Lake Avenue, CE 2002081.
Richard Pasmino, Code Enforcement Officer, City of West Palm Beach. This property was cited on February 11th, 2020. Certified mail was sent February 18th, 2020, and the property was posted February 13th, 2020. This property was cited for excessive growth, overgrowth, fence/wall maintenance, and landscape maintenance. I have made contact with the son of the late property owner, Mike Killingbeck, and because of financial situation and dealing with the estate of his mother, he's asking for more time to comply the violations. As of yesterday, some work has begun on fixing the overgrowth at the property. So the city's asking for 60 additional days to comply violation 94-302-A-4, the fence wall maintenance that's at the rear of the property in the alley. And the city's asking to split the order for 10 additional days, or the city's asking for an order to abate the violations of overgrowth, excessive growth, and the landscape maintenance at the property.
So let me understand what you're asking for. For the fence and wall maintenance, that you're asking for 60 days for the property to be brought into compliance?
Yes.
And for the other 3 violations, 70 days?
10 days, or an
just
order
10 days.
to abate those violations.
And you're not asking for any fines to be imposed, just the ability to go in and abate the
For the
the
3,
issues.
yeah, for the overgrowth violations.
And what about for the fence wall?
$100 a day after the 60 days.
Okay. And does the city need to, the ability to be able to also assess the abatement cost?
Yes.
Okay, I will make a finding that there was proper notice of the hearing and violations, and as there is evidence in the file of certified mail and posting. I also make a finding that there are violations of the city ordinances, specifically sections 18106B, 74-4C3, 94-302A4, and section 94-4462. We are bifurcating this order, so with respect to the violation of section 94-302A4, the property owner shall have 60 days to bring this violation into compliance, or a fine of $100 a day will be imposed until compliance is achieved. For the remaining 3 violations, excessive growth, overgrowth, and landscaping, the property owner shall have 10 days to bring the property into compliance. Otherwise, I am entering an order and authorizing the city to abate the property and abate the violations. I will also specifically authorize the city to enter the property to do such abatements if necessary, including, but not limited to, the cleaning of the excessive overgrowth and the landscaping maintenance, but it is not limited to that, whatever the city needs to achieve compliance on these violations. And abate the violations at the property. I'll also authorize the city to assess the cost of any abatement against the property.
Thank you.
Number 19907 Grant Street, CE 191200133.
Cassandra St. Hilaire, Code Enforcement Officer with the City of West Palm Beach. This property was cited on December 13th of 2019. The property was cited for 18106A, 18106B, 7434A1J, 74-4C5, 94302A4, and 9471-C. I've had no contact with the property owner. The property and City Hall were posted on December 16th. Certified mail was also sent out December 16th of 2019. Special magistrate, at this time, the city's asking for a split order. 30 days for the 94302A4.
How many days was that?
30 days or $200 per day for 94302A4.
Okay.
20 days for code sections 7434A1J and 9471C, or $50 per day. and the property complied with 1806B and 74-4C5.
And what about section
Oh, I missed it on
16106A?
I'm sorry, that's also complied. I
All
apologize.
right, thank you so much. All right, I will enter an order finding that there is evidence in the file of proper notice of the hearing and the violations, both by certified mail and by posting. We are going to bifurcate this order for several of the violations. I will also make a finding that the sections and violations of sections 18106A, 18106B, and 74-4C5 were properly cited but have been brought into compliance by the date of this hearing. I am also finding a violation of sections 7434A1J and 9471C, and that the property owner shall be given 20 days to bring the property in to correct these two violations, or a fine of $50 a day will be imposed until compliance is achieved. I am also finding that there is a violation of section 94302A4, and that the property owner shall have 30 days to bring this violation into, to correct this violation and to bring the property into compliance, or a fine of $200 a day will be imposed until compliance is achieved. Is there anything else?
That is all.
Okay.
That one.
Number 201010 Adams Street A, CE 200100086.
Cassandra St. Hilaire, Code Enforcement with the City of West Palm Beach. This property was cited January 7th of 2020. Property was cited for 18162A, 18106A, 22-32A, 7434A1J, 74-483, 94482A, 94485E, and 9471C. I've had no contact with the property owner. The property and City Hall were posted January 13th. Certified mail was also sent out on January 8th. At this time, Special Magistrate, we're going to ask for three orders.
Okay.
Yes.
What is the evidence that it's being rented?
I know the tenants. I met the tenants. Yeah, in there. So for 18162A and 2232A, asking for 30 days or $200 per day. For code sections 18106A, 7434A1J, 74-483, and 9471C, 15 days or $200 per day.
Okay, and let me go through those again.
No problem.
It's for the 15 days or $200 a day that you're requesting. It's for the clean and sanitary, the garbage can replacement,
Yeah, garbage can placement, the garbage litter and refuse, and the outdoor storage.
Okay.
And 60 days or $200 per day for the 94482A and 94485E.
Okay, and can you repeat your request for the number of days and fines?
For the, I'm sorry, yeah, 60 days.
60 days or a fine of 200?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, I make a finding that there was proper notice. In the file, there's evidence of both certified mail and posting. I also make a finding that there are violations of the cited code sections, and am going to have a trifracted order here. So, for the violations under section 18162A, 2232, and 2232A, the property owner shall have 30 days to bring the property into compliance, or a $200 a day fine will be imposed until compliance is achieved. For the violations of section 7434A1J, 744A3, and 7471C, the I make a finding that those violations do occur and that the property owner shall have 15 days to bring the property in, to correct those violations and bring the property into compliance, or a fine of $200 a day will be imposed until compliance of those violations are achieved. Let's see. For the parking requirements, are you also asking that the resurfacing of the parking also be the 60 days?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So for the I also make a finding of code violate sections 94, 482A and 94, 485E. And since those code sections are in violation by the property owner, I am going to give the property owner 60 days to bring those specific violations into compliance and correct them, or a fine of $200 a day will be imposed until those two violations are brought into compliance.
Number 21, 1002 Adams Street, CE 200100090.
Cassandra St. Hilaire, Code Enforcement Officer with the City of West Palm Beach. This property was cited on January 7th of 2020. Property was cited for 18162A, 2232A, 9434A1J, and 94485E. I've had contact with the property manager. The property and City Hall were posted January 13th. Certified mail was also sent out on January 9th. At this time, the property has complied with 7434A1J. For code sections 18162A and 2232A, the city is requesting 30 days or $200 per day. And for code section 94485E, city is also requesting 60 days or $200 per day.
Okay, I will find that there is evidence in the file that proper notice has been achieved by posting in certified mail. I also make a finding that the cited violations were properly made, and that I make a finding of violations of 3 of the 4 cited code sections. I also note, based on the city's evidence, that section 7434A1J has been brought in compliance by the date of this hearing, although at the time of citation it was in violation. I'm going to bifurcate the order, so for violations of section 18162A and 2232A, I make a finding that those code sections are in violation at this property, and that the property owner shall have 30 days to correct the violations, or a fine of $200 a day will be imposed until compliance is achieved. For the violation of section 94-485E, the property owner shall have 60 days to comply this violation, or a fine of $200 a day will be imposed for every day until compliance is achieved.
Number 22, 926 14th Street, CE 200100213.
Cassandra St. Hilaire, Code Enforcement Officer with the City of West Palm Beach. This property was cited on January 11th of 2020. Property was cited for 105.1, 7434A1J, and 94273D31B3. I've had contact with the property owner. The property and City Hall were posted January 16th. Certified mail was signed for on January 15th. The property has complied with code sections 7434A1J and 94273D31B3. At this time, the city is requesting an additional 30 days or $100 per day for code section 105.1.
And what was the fine you're asking for?
30 days or $100 per day.
Okay, I make a finding that there is evidence in the file that proper notice has been achieved by posting and certified mail. I also make a finding that the cited violations were properly cited, and that there has been evidence of compliance of both Section 7434A1J and 94273D 31B3. The property is, I make a finding that the property is still in violation of Section 105.1, and that the property owner shall have 30 days to bring the property into compliance, or a fine of $100 a day will be imposed until compliance is achieved.
Thank you.
Number 23, 1405 North Magonia Drive, CE 200102237.
That's complied.
Number 24, 1631 43rd Street, CE 2002019.
Marcus Williams, City of West Palm Beach Code Enforcement. This particular address was originally cited on February 11, 2020. The certified mail was sent out February 13th, 2020. That was received February 18th, 2020. And the property, as well as City Hall, was posted on February 21st, 2020. The property was originally cited for 18-106B, 18-106I, 34-102-B, 94-71-C. To date, all violations still stand on the property. I have spoken with the property owner as well as the tenant. They are working to get this rectified. So the city is just asking for 15 days or $100 a day thereafter.
Okay. I find that there is evidence in the file that the property owner was properly served with notice of both the violations in the hearing by certified mail and by posting. I also make a finding that the property is in violation of code sections 18106B, 18106I, 34102B, and 3471C. Therefore, I am ordering that the property owner bring the property into compliance within 15 days from the date of this order, or a fine of $100 a day will be imposed until the property is in compliance.
Number 25 is complied. 2050 North Congress Ave, 308 CE 200202327. Number 26 is complied. 249 North Chillingworth Drive, CE 200200331. Number 27, 213 North Chillingworth Drive, CE 200200332.
Marcus Williams, City of West Palm Beach Code Enforcement. The property in question was originally cited on February 20th, 2020. Certified mail was sent out February 24th, 2020. And the property, as well as City Hall, was posted on February 21st, 2020. I've had contact with the owner as well as her son. The property was originally cited for 18-106A, 18-106I, 74-34-A-1-J, 94-442-C-1, 94-442-E, and 94-71-C. To date, all violations still stand, with the exception of 18-106-A and 74-34-A-1-J. The city is asking for 30 days or $150 a day thereafter.
And the fines would be,
$150 a day.
and that you're saying the garbage can placement and the clean and sanitary violations have been complied at
Yes,
this
ma'am.
point? Okay. I find that proper notice has been achieved by the city by certified mail and posting, and evidence is in the file. I also make a finding that the cited violations of the following sections remain in violation on the property, and those include sections 18-106I, 94-442C1, 94-442E, and 94-71C. I also find from the evidence from the city that violations of sections 18-106A and 74-34A-1J were properly cited but have been complied by the date of this hearing. For those violations that remain non-complied by the property owner is given and ordered to bring the property into compliance within 30 days, or a fine of $150 a day will be imposed until compliance is achieved.
Number 28, 1513 44th Street, CE 200203333.
Marcus Williams, City of West Palm Beach Code Enforcement. This particular address was originally cited on February 20th, 2020. Certified mail was sent out February 24th, 2020. The order was hand-delivered to the property as well as City Hall posted on February 21st, 2020. I've had contact with the owner as well as her two sons. This property was originally cited for 105.1, 110.1, 18-106-A, 18-106-I, 74-34-A-1-J, and 94-71-C. To date, 18-106A, 18-106I, 74-34-A-1-J, and 94-71-C have been complied. As you will see in the pictures, they have done the work that needs to be done on the home. They just didn't secure a permit to do that work.
Okay.
So the city is asking for 15 days or $200 a day thereafter.
The city is asking for 15 days to bring it into compliance.
Yes, ma'am, or $200 a day fine.
And what kind of, is it 15 days just to apply for the permit?
To obtain the proper permits, yes, ma'am.
Okay. But they just need to obtain them, to apply for it and get it granted. Is that going to be possible within the building department's workload for 15 days?
It should be.
Okay.
I don't see a reason why it wouldn't. Arlene?
I don't know what their timetable is. I don't know if Mitch has any other thoughts on how long it might take building to issue a permit on.
I'm sorry, what's the permit for?
If you look at the photo,
For the work
they're
being done.
repairing a wall on the house.
Can you put those up? You see the tarp, and then when I went back Monday.
Generally, that depends on when they submit and what they submit. If they submit decent plans and it gets approved, they can have approval within 30 days and start. But if they submit bad plans, it gets denied, and that delays the process.
So in best case scenario,
Best case scenario, they could certainly get the work started with a permit within 30 days.
They've already done the work.
They just need permit approval on what's already done?
Yeah.
Same response, it depends on what they submit, when they submit for the permit. But if they've already done the work, then we would want them to obtain a permit at least within 30 days.
okay. So do you want 15 days or 30 days?
I mean, I guess we can go for 30, if that's better, I guess. So I'll acquiesce on the 30 days.
Okay. I will make a finding of that the city has achieved proper notice of the violations in the hearing by posting and certified mail. I also make a finding that all the cited violations were properly cited, and 4 of the violations have been complied as of the date of this hearing. So as of the date of this hearing, the property is still non-complied with code sections 105.1 and section 110.1. The property owner is given 30 days to bring the property into compliance and achieve compliance of those 2 violations, or a fine of $200 a day will be imposed until compliance is achieved.
Thank you.
Number 30, 5335 North Military Trail, 38, 5335 CE 200100066.
Good morning, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance Officer Paul McFarland. On January 6th, the business at 5335 North Military Trail, Unit 38, was cited for business tax receipt violation and certificate of use. Business was posted and hand-delivered on February 10th, 2020. Certified mail was sent February 10th, Certified mail was returned February 15th. I've been in contact with the business owner. He's aware that he needs to pay his renewal fee for his business tax receipt. As of this morning, no action has been taken. With that being said, city's recommending 10 days or a one-time fine of $250 on the business tax receipt, 10 days or $100 a day on the certificate of use until compliance is achieved.
Okay, I make a finding that there is evidence in the file that there is proper notice by posting and attempted certified mail, that we're going to bifurcate the order. There is a finding of violations of the cited code sections. With respect to the violation of section 2232A, the property owner has 10 days to correct the violation, or a fine of $100 a day will be imposed until compliance is achieved. With respect to the violation of section 82-144, the property owner has 10 days to correct the violation, or a one-time fine of $250 will be imposed. Is there anything?
Correct.
Number 32, 10864 Grand Boulevard, CE 200100420.
Good morning, Paul McFarland, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance Officer. On January 23rd, the property at 10864 Grand Boulevard was cited for exterminate for pest, rodents, repair of roof, interior repair of walls, repair of plumbing fixtures, leaky sink and laundry room, and clean and sanitary, mold found on walls and door jambs. Property was posted January 27th. Certified mail was sent January 24th. Certified mail was received January 27th. I did make contact with the property owner at the time of inspecting said property. I was also contacted by a representative of the property last week. I was informed that she is now in the hospital. Taking that into consideration, city's recommending 120 days to come into compliance with all violations, or a $150 a day fine be opposed until compliance is achieved.
All right. I find that there is proper notice, as there is evidence in the file of certified mail and posting. I also make a finding that the cited violations of code sections 18102.4, 18103B, 18103C, 18103G, and 18106A are in violation at this property, and that I order the property owner to bring the property into compliance within 120 days, or a fine of $150 a day will be imposed until compliance is achieved.
Number 33, 1400 Village Boulevard, CE 200100461.
Good morning, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance Officer Paul McFarland. The property at 1400 Village Boulevard was cited for rental license violations, certificate of use, and prohibited banners, balloons to be removed. Property was posted February 11th. Certified mail was sent January 27th. Certified mail was received February 7th. I have had no contact with the property or property manager. The property has since come into compliance with the prohibited banners and balloons, but it still remains in violation of the rental license and certificate of use. With this type of rental license because of the amount of units that are involved. There's also a fire inspection that is required. With that being said, city's recommending 45 days to come into compliance or $200 a day until compliance is achieved.
And that's for both violations, for the certificate of use and the rental license.
Correct.
All right. I find that there was proper notice of the cited violations and of the hearing by posting and certified mail. Also find that there are continuing violations of sections 18-162A and 22-32A. I do find that there was a properly cited violation of section 94-402B.2-2, but by the date of this hearing that violation has been corrected and has been complied with. So therefore, for the remaining two violations that I have found exist today, I give the property owner 45 days to correct the violations, or a $200 a day fine will be imposed until compliance is achieved.
Number 34, 7211 Tradition Cove Lane West, CE 200100474.
Good morning, Code Compliance Officer Paul McFarland. On January 27th, the property at 7211 Tradition Cove Lane West was cited for repair of roof, unsanitary pool, and repair of driveway. Property was posted February 10th. Certified mail was sent January 28th. Certified mail was received January 30th. I've had no contact with this property owner. With that being said, city is recommending a split order on this property for the repair of roof and repair of driveway. City is recommending 30 days to come into compliance, or $100 a day until compliance is achieved. And for the unsanitary pool, city is recommending abatement of that said pool.
Do you want to recommend that the property owner has any set number of days to bring it into compliance before abatement occurs?
With the condition of the pool, city's going to recommend 5 days to come into compliance, because we're receiving complaints from the neighboring properties of mosquitoes and also from the HOA as well.
All right, and in addition, if you do need to abate, do you need authorization to assess the cost?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I find that proper notice has been achieved by the city for the violations in the hearing by posting and certified mail. Also find that there are violations of the city ordinance as cited of sections 18103B, 18106N, and 94-482A. I'm going to bifurcate the order. With respect to the pool and spa violation of section 18106N, the property owner shall have 5 days to bring the property into compliance, or the city is authorized to abate the violation. And specifically, I will authorize the city to enter the property to abate the violation, and also authorize the city to be able to assess the costs of any such abatement to the property owner of the property.
Correct. Thank you.
For the other two violations, for the second part of this order, those specifically are the violations of section 18103B and section 94-482A. The property owner shall have 30 days to bring the property into compliance, or a fine of $100 a day will be imposed until compliance is achieved.
Correct. Thank you.
Thank you.
Number 35, 824 44th Street, CE 200100398.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Natalie Clark, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance. 824 44th Street was cited on 1/23/2020. The property and City Hall were posted on 1/29/2020, and certified mail was sent on 1/28/2020. The property was cited for 18-103J, 74-34-A1J, 94-442-C1, 94-446-2-C-3, and 94-71-C. The property has since complied with all code sections with the exception of 94-442-C1. I've had contact with the owner. The city is asking for an additional 30 days or $100 per day until compliance is achieved.
Thank you, and I just want to clarify for my note-taking that the only violation that was cited that is still not complied with and corrected is section 94-442C1, landscaping areas must be grass with missing sod?
Correct.
Okay. I find that the violations and the hearing, notice of this hearing has been properly made by posting and certified mail. I also find that there is a continuing existing violation of section 94-442C1. The other violations cited in the notice of violations were properly cited at the time, and the property owner has corrected those violations before the date of this hearing. Therefore, with the one remaining violation that I have previously found, the property owner shall be given 30 days to bring the property into compliance, or a fine of $100 a day will be imposed until compliance is achieved.
Thank you.
Number 36, 933 43rd Street, CE 20010407.
Natalie Clark, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance. 933 43rd Street was cited on 1/23/2020. The property and City Hall were posted on 1/29/2020. Certified mail was sent on 1/27/2020. The property was cited for 74-34-A1J, 94-442-C-1, and 94-71-C. The property has since complied with 94-71-C. The city is asking for a split order. For 74-34-A1J, the city is asking for 5 days or $25 per day. For code section 94-442-C1, the city is asking for 30 days or $100 per day. I've had no contact with the property owner.
Okay, and I noticed the property was posted and you said
Correct.
certified mail. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, I find that proper notice of the violations in hearing has been made. There's evidence in the file of posting and certified mail. Also, the cited violations of section 9471C was properly cited but has been brought into compliance by the date of this hearing. Therefore, I also find that as of the date of this hearing, there are continuing violations of section 74-34A1J and section 94-442C1 at this property. I'm going to bifurcate the order such that the violations of the garage cam placement must be corrected at the property within 5 days of the date of this order, or a fine of $25 a day will be imposed until compliance is achieved. With respect to the violation of section 94-442C1, the property owner has 30 days to bring this property into compliance and correct this violation, or a fine of $100 a day will be imposed until that violation has been corrected also.
Thank you.
Number 37 is complied, 4414 Greenwood Ave, CE 20010419. Number 38, 917 42nd Street, CE 20020037.
Natalie Clark, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance. 917 42nd Street was cited on 2/3/2020. The property and City Hall were posted on 2/5/2020, and certified mail was mailed on 2/6/2020. The property was cited for 18-103B, 18-103E, 18-103J, 18-106A, 18-214A, 18-265, 74-34-A1J, and 94-71C. I've had no contact with the owner. The city is asking for a split order. For code sections 18-103B, 18-103E, 18-103J, the city is asking for 30 days or $150 per day. For code sections 18-106A, 18-214A, 18-265, 74-34-A1J, and 94-71C, the city is asking for 10 days or $100 per day until compliance is achieved.
Okay. I will find that there was proper notice, as there is evidence in the file of both posting and certified mail. I also make a finding that the cited violations do exist and need to be corrected. I'm going to bifurcate the order so that with respect to the violations found at sections 18103B, 18103E, and 18103J, the property owner shall have 30 days to correct these violations, or a fine of $150 a day will be imposed until compliance is achieved. With respect to the found violations of code sections 18106A, 18214A, 18265, 7434A1J, and section 9471C, the property owner shall be given 10 days to correct these violations, or a fine of $100 a day will be imposed until these violations are corrected.
Thank you.
Number 39, 914 39th Street, CE 200200109.
Natalie Clark, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance. 914 39th Street was cited on 2/6/2020. The property and City Hall were posted on 2/10/2020, and certified mail was sent on 2/7/2020. The property was cited for 18-103E, 18-103J, 74-34-A1J, and 94-71-C. The property has complied with all code sections with the exception of 18-103J. I've had no contact with the owner. However, I've had contact with the owner's representative. The city is asking for an additional 60 days or $100 per day until compliance is achieved.
Okay, and I noticed from the file that the property was posted with certified mail sent.
Correct.
Okay, I find that there was proper notice of both the violations and this hearing, as there is evidence in the file and provided today of posted notice and notice provided by certified mail. There were several violations cited and were properly cited. However, all of them have been corrected before the date of this hearing, except for the violation of section 18103J, which continues to be in violation. Therefore, I order that the property owner has 60 days to correct this violation, or a fine of $100 a day will be imposed until it is corrected.
Number 40, 901 42nd Street, CE 2002024.
Natalie Clark, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance. 901 42nd Street was cited on 2/13/2020. The property and City Hall were posted on 2/24/2020. Certified mail was sent on 2/13/2020. The property was cited for 18-265 and 74-34-A1J. The property has since complied with 74-34-A1J. 18-265 is still in violation. I've had no contact with the owner. The city is asking for an additional 10 days or $100 per day until compliance is achieved.
Okay, and the property was also posted?
Yes, it was posted on 2/24/20.
Thank you. I find that there was proper notice of the violations and this hearing by both posting and certified mail. I find that while the cited violation of section 7434A1J has been corrected, there continues to be a violation of section 18265. Therefore, the property owner shall have 10 days in which to correct the violation, or a fine of $100 a day will be imposed until compliance is achieved.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Number 41, 711 40th Street, CE 200100491.
Christopher Thompson, City of West Palm Code Compliance. Property at 711 40th Street was cited on 1/28/2020. Notice of violation was posted at City Hall on 1/28/2020. Certified mail was sent on 1/29/2020. Property was cited for safe egress, inoperable vehicle, trash can placement, outdoor storage, sod, exterior paint, or pressure cleaning. As of yesterday, I have not made contact with the homeowner. Property is requesting an additional 30 days to come into compliance, or $150 a day until compliance is achieved.
Okay, I find that there was evidence of proper notice of both the violations in this hearing through posting and certified mail. I also make a finding that the cited violations have not been corrected and therefore exist. I specifically find that there are violations by the property owner of sections 18-100, section 18106G, section 34102A, section 7434A1J, section 94442C1, and section 9471C. The property owner shall be given 30 days to bring the property into compliance, or a fine of $150 a day will be imposed until compliance is achieved.
Number 42, 630 37th Street, CE 2002080.
Christopher Thompson, City of West Palm, co-compliance. Property at 630 37th Street was cited on 2/11/2020. Notice of violation was posted at City Hall on 2/11/2020. Certified mail was sent out on 2/13/2020. Property was cited for alleyway cleaning, excessive overgrowth, safe egress, and trash can placement. As of today, I have not made contact with the homeowner. The city is requesting additional 30 days to come into compliance, or $150 a day until compliance is achieved.
Okay, I find that there was proper notice of the violations and the hearing by posting and certified mail. I also find that the violations do exist. Those violations specifically are violations of City Code sections 18-100, section 18106B, section 7434A1J, section 744C5, and section 9471C. I find that I order that the property owner shall be given 30 days to bring the property into compliance and correct these violations, or a fine of $150 a day will be imposed until compliance is achieved.
Thank you.
Number 44, 737th Street, CE 200208189.
Christopher Thompson, City of West Palm Beach, co-compliance. Property at 737th Street was cited on 2/11/2020. Notice of violation was posted at City Hall on 2/11/2020. Certified mail was sent on 2/13/2020. Property was cited for inoperable vehicle, alleyway cleaning, paint or pressure cleaning, and trash and debris. As of yesterday, I have not made contact with the homeowner. The city is requesting an additional 30 days to come into compliance, or $100 a day until compliance is achieved.
Okay, I find that proper notice was achieved by the city, and there is evidence in the file of both posting and certified mail of such notice. I also find that the cited violations exist. Those violations of the city code are of sections 18106A, 18106G, section 34102A, and section 744C5. I order that the property owner shall have 30 days to bring the property into compliance and correct these violations, or a fine of $100 a day will be imposed until compliance is achieved.
Number 45, 723 43rd Street, CE 200208285.
Christopher Thompson, City of West Palm, co-compliance. Property at 723 43rd Street was cited on 2/14/2020. Notice of violation was posted at City Hall on 2/14/2020. Certified mail was sent on 2/19/2020. Property was cited for safe egress, sod, and inoperable vehicle. As of yesterday, I have not made contact with the homeowner. The city is requesting additional 30 days to come into compliance, or $150 a day until compliance is achieved.
Okay, I find that there was proper notice in this matter with evidence of posting and certified mail on the property owner. I find that there have been violations of the cited city code sections, specifically sections 18-100, section 34102A, and section 7894C. I order that the property owner shall have 30 days to correct these violations and bring the property into compliance, or a fine of $150 a day will be imposed until such compliance is achieved.
Number 46, 636 40th Street, CE 200200306.
Christopher Thompson, City of West Palm Code Compliance. Property at 636 40th Street was cited on 2/19/2020. Notice of violation was posted on City Hall on 2/19/2020. Certified mail was sent out on 2/20/2020. Property was cited for safe egress and outdoor storage. As of today, I have not made contact with the homeowner. City is requesting an additional 30 days to come into compliance, or $150 a day until compliance is achieved.
All right. I find that there was proper notice, as there is evidence in the file of both posting and certified mail being sent to the property owner. I find that there are violations of city codes, sections 18-100 and section 9471C. I order that the property owner shall bring the property into compliance within 30 days from the date of this order, or a fine of $150 a day will be imposed until compliance is achieved.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Number 47, 815 33rd Street, CE 200100316.
Good morning.
Good morning.
815 33rd Street. Ray Leung, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance. 815 33rd Street was originally cited on 1/17/20 with the notice of violation posted at the property and City Hall on January 23rd, 2020. Oh my God. Certified mail was sent on the same day, January 23rd, 2020. This property was cited for 18162A, rental license violation, and 2232A, COU required. I have made contact with the tenant at that location, but not the owner. The city is requesting an additional 30 days to come into compliance, or $200 per day until compliance is achieved.
Okay. I find that there was proper notice of the violations in this hearing through posting and certified mail. I also make a finding that the cited violations do exist, specifically of code sections 18-162A and section 22-32A. I order the property owner to correct these violations within 30 days of the date of this order, or a fine of $200 a day will be imposed until such compliance is achieved.
Thank you.
Number 48, 3200 Electronics Way, CE 200100366.
Ray Leung, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance. 3200 Electronics Way was originally cited on 1/22/20 with the notice of violation posted at the property and City Hall on 1/23/20. Certified mail was sent on the same day, January 23rd, 2020. This property was cited for 18106B, 18215B, and 74-4C3. I have not made contact with the owner, and the violation still exists as of yesterday. Special Magistrate, the overgrowth on this property does pose a potential threat to the health, safety, and welfare of the community by being a possible haven for rodents, pests, etc. Therefore, the city requests an additional 15 days to come into compliance or abatement.
And that is to abate all cited sections, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I find that there was proper notice, as there is evidence in the file of both posting and certified mail. I find that there is, I make a finding of there are violations of the city code, specifically of sections 18-106B, 18-215B, and section 74-4C3. I order that the property owner has 15 days to correct these violations, or the city is authorized to enter the property to abate and correct these violations. I also authorize the city to assess the cost of any abatement at this property for these violations against the property owner and the property.
Thank you.
Number 49, 3223 Windsor Avenue, CE 200104445.
Ray Leung, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance. 3223 Windsor Avenue was originally cited on 1/24/20 with a notice of violation posted at the property and City Hall on 1/28/20. Certified mail was sent on 1/27 of 20. This property was cited for 82-143C, 105.1, and 34-102A. I have not made contact with the owner, but 82-143C was complied. All other violations still exist. The city is requesting an additional 30 days to come into compliance, or $150 per day, until compliance is achieved.
Okay, so there are continuing violations of both the cited sections 105.1 and section 34-102A, correct?
Yes.
All right. I find that there was proper notice of both the violations in the hearing. There is evidence of posting and certified mail being sent. I also find that there are violations of code sections 105.1 and sections 34-102A. I also note that the violation cited of section 82-143C was properly cited but has been corrected by the property owner before the date of this hearing. Therefore, for the two violations that I have found exist today, the property owner shall be given 30 days to correct such violations, or a fine of $150 a day shall be imposed until those violations are corrected.
Thank you.
Number 50 is complied, 914 33rd Street, CE 200100521. Number 51, 3409 Windsor Ave, CE 200100529.
Raleigh Young City, West Palm Beach Code Compliance, 3409 Windsor Avenue, was originally cited on 1/29 of 20, with the notice of violation posted at the property and City Hall on 1/30 of 2020. Certified mail was sent on January 29th of 20. This property was cited for 18-162A, rental license violation, 2232A, COU required, 34102-B, 94442C1, and 9471-C, outdoor storage. I have made contact with the owner, and all violations are complied with the exception of the 34102A, the inoperative vehicle. Therefore, the city is requesting an additional 15 days to come into compliance, or $100 per day until compliance is achieved.
Okay, I find that there was proper notice given for both the violations and this hearing through posting and certified mail. I noticed that I make a finding that there is a continuing violation of one of the cited violations, section 34102B, and that all other cited violations have been complied before the date of this hearing. Therefore, with respect to the found violation of section 34102B, the property owner has 15 days to bring the property into compliance, or a fine of $100 a day will be imposed until compliance is achieved.
Thank you.
Number 52, 2935 North Australian Avenue, CE 200100552.
Raleigh Young City, West Palm Beach Code Compliance, 2935 North Australian Avenue, was originally cited on 1/29 of 20, with the notice of violation posted at the property and City Hall on January 30th of 2020. Certified mail was sent on the same day, January 30th of 20. This property was cited for 18106A, 18106B, 18215B, and 74-4C3, and 94485G, traffic control aids. I have not made contact with the owner, but all violations are complied with the exception of the 94-485G, the traffic control aids. The city is requesting an additional 30 days to come into compliance, or $150 per day until compliance is achieved.
Okay, I find that there is proper notice of the violations and of this hearing. I also find that there is a continuing violation of code section 94-485G, although the cited violations have been complied with and corrected before the date of this hearing. Therefore, on the remaining violations, the property owner shall have 30 days to correct this violation, or a fine of $150 a day will be imposed until compliance is achieved.
Thank you.
Number 53, 801 30th Street, CE 200200184.
Raleigh Young City, West Palm Beach Code Compliance, 801 30th Street was originally cited on February 11th of 20, with the notice of violation posted at the property and City Hall on February 13th of 20. Certified mail was sent the same day, February 13th of 20. This property was cited for 18103J, exterior paint required, and 18103E, window repair. I have not made contact with the owner, and as of yesterday, all violations still do exist. Therefore, the city is requesting an additional 30 days to come into compliance, or $100 per day until compliance is achieved.
Okay, I find that there was proper notice of the violations and this hearing. There is evidence of posting and certified mail. I also find that the property owner is in violation of the cited code sections, specifically sections 18-103E and 18-103J. Therefore, I order that the property owner correct these violations within 30 days of the date of this order, or a fine of $100 a day will be imposed until these violations are corrected.
Thank you.
Number 54, 615 52nd Street, CE 190900197.
Robert Watkins, City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance. This property was cited January the 23rd. Certified mail was sent January 24th. Certified mail was received January 28th. City Hall was posted February the 20th. This property was cited for 7894C, 18-100, 94-42A, 94-71C, 94-442-C-1, 74-34A-1-J, 18-106B, 18-106A. Compliant violations were 94-71C, 94-482A, 74-34A-1-J, 18-106B, 18-106A. Remaining violations are 78-94C, 18-100, 94-71C, 94-442-C-1. City requesting 30 days or additional 30 days or $100 a day after.
Okay, let's go over the ones, can you go over the numbers for the violations that still
Yep.
exist, please?
Remaining are 78-94-C,
Okay.
18-100, 94-71C, and 94-442-C-1.
Okay. I find that there was proper notice of the hearing and the violation. There is evidence of posting in the file. Was there certified mail also?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
And by certified mail? I also find that while there has been compliance and correction of several of the cited violations, there are several code sections that are still in violation at this property. Those are specifically sections 18-100, section 78-94C, section 94-442C1, and section 94-482A. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The property owner shall have 30 days to correct these violations, or a fine of $100 a day shall be imposed until compliance is achieved.
Number 55, 626 55th Street, CE 2001030.
City of West Palm Beach Code Officer Robert Watkins. This property was cited January the 8th. Certified mail was sent January the 9th. Certified mail was received January the 13th. City Hall was posted February the 20th. This property was cited for 18-100, 18-106G, 94-482-A, 94-71C, 18-106K, 34-102-A, and 74-34-A-1J. Compliant violations are 18-100, 18-106G, 94-71-C, 18-106K. Remaining violations are 94-42A, 34-102A, and 74-34-A-1-J. City is also requesting for this one 30 days to comply, or $100 per day after.
All right, I find that there was proper notice of these violations in this hearing. There is evidence in the file of posting and certified mail. I also find that while several of the cited violations have been corrected by today's hearing, there are several code violations that still exist at the property. Those sections are specifically violations of sections 34-102A, section 74-34A-1J, and section 94-482A. Therefore, I order that the property owner be given 30 days to bring the property into compliance and correct these violations, or a fine of $100 a day will be imposed until compliance is achieved.
Number 56, 742 53rd Street, CE 20010326.
City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance, Robert Watkins. This property was cited January the 21st. Certified mail was sent January 22nd. Certified mail was returned January the 29th. City Hall was posted January the 20th. This property was cited for 110-1 and 105-1. Remaining violations are 110-1 and 105-1. City is requesting additional 30 days or $100 per day after.
All right, I find that there was proper notice of this hearing and of the violations. The evidence in the file shows that there was posting and certified mail. I also find that there are violations of City Code Sections 105.1 and 110.1. I order that the property owner be given 30 days to bring the property into compliance, or a fine of $100 a day will be imposed until compliance is achieved.
Number 57, 751st Street, CE 20010514.
City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance, Robert Watkins. This property was cited January the 28th. Certified mail was sent January 29th. Certified mail was returned January the 31st. City Hall was posted February the 20th. This property was cited for 94-482-A, 94-71C, 18-106K, 94-442-C-1, 18-106B, and 18-106A. Compliant violations were only 94-42A. Remaining violations are 94-71C, 18-106K, 94-442-C-1, 18-106B, 18-106A. City is requesting additional 30 days or $100 per day after.
Okay, and let me just clarify that the only thing that has been corrected are the parking requirements.
Yep, they moved the vehicle.
Okay. I find that there was proper notice of the hearing and these violations. There's evidence in the file of posting and certified mail. I also find that while one of the cited violations has been corrected by the date of this hearing, there are all other violations continue to exist at the property. Specifically, these are the violations of Section 18-106A, 18-106B, Section 18-106K, Section 94-42C1, and Section 94-71C. The property owner shall be ordered to correct these violations within 30 days, or a fine of $100 a day will be imposed until compliance is achieved.
Number 58, 5013 Pinewood Avenue, CE 20010569.
City of West Palm Beach Code Compliance, Robert Watkins. This property was cited January the 30th. Certified mail was sent January the 31st. Certified mail was returned February the 6th. Property at City Hall was posted February the 20th. This property was cited for 18-100, 18-106G, 94-71C, 94-442-C-1, 74-34-A-1J, 18-106B, 18-106A. Compliant violations were 18-100, 18-106G, 94-71C, 74-34-A-1J, 18-106B, and 18-106A. Remaining violations are 94-442-C-1. City is requesting an additional 30 days or $50 per day after.
All right. I find that there is proper notice of these violations and this hearing. There's evidence in the file of posting and certified mail. While many of the cited violations have been corrected by the date of this hearing, there is one that has not been. So I make a specific finding that there is still a violation of Code Section 94-442C1, and that the property owner shall be ordered to correct this violation within 30 days of the date of this order, or a fine of $50 a day will be imposed until compliance is achieved.
Number 59 is complied, 629 55th Street, CE 2002007. Number 60 is complied, 628 55th Street, CE 2002020. And number 61 is complied, 649 59th Street, CE 2002022. That completes the first part of the agenda.
Let's take about 10 minutes. We can either take 5, 10, 15, or, and then start earlier. All right, I think that the next session of the hearings will start at 11:30. Let's all take a recess and take about a 10-minute break, and if there are people here already for the 11:30 hearings, we might start a few minutes early if you're already here. Thank you.